right, our buddy Wrestling Otaku. I love this guy. He is a goofy son of a bitch, this Otaku.
He usually owns us.
He owns the shit out of the Steel Toe Show.
This is our biggest L.
Yeah, our biggest L we've ever taken is from the Otaku. I mean, obviously, Chad looks retarded all the time. Meltdown looks terrible every time he tries to go after us. But Otaku, that guy, cannot shake him. He's unshakable.
He's on fire.
All these other guys, when they don't get their way, they lose their mind. They have tantrums. They get more and more obsessive. They try to get really personal and dirty.
Vile.
You just kind of laugh your head off. Otaku, he's never rattled. He never gets angry. He never gets personal. Wrestling Otaku just takes a look at you, analyzes you like a scalpel, and just makes good, precise cuts. That's why we couldn't beat the guy. So Otaku, after, batting us away after we came after him, he's decided now to go on the offensive. Otaku's latest video from yesterday, and this deserves way more views than it has, is WO, Wrestling Otaku, speaks on the Dabbleverse /podcast community. Guys, there's the link to the video we're checking out now.
That is crazy.
This deserves way more views. Wrestling Otaku with his commentary on this. Now, we're not part of the Dabbleverse. I've never considered us part of the Dabbleverse. We've always called ourselves adjacent.
Orbiting.
Kind of orbiting that. We don't want to be part of a community. Communities are gay.
We probe down every now and then if something's interesting.
We check it out every once in a while. Plus, Stuttering John stopped doing shit in November. It's time to move on.
Biggest win ever, by the way.
Yeah, right. So, Wrestling Otaku decided to check it out, and I have to say, a lot of his analysis, pretty spot on.
Okay.
So, the way I was introduced to this community was months and months ago when I had a back and forth with a certain channel. Well, it wasn't really a back and forth. It was more so them kind of discovering me, and they did vids on me here and there, and I guess they became a fan of my content, or so they say.
Now, here's one complaint I have about Wrestling Otaku, and maybe he'll take my advice, maybe he won't. Wrestling Otaku doesn't, he's one of these guys who doesn't know whether to say the channel he's talking about or not say the channel he's talking about. Now, I'm fine with either one.
Sure.
But you got to pick one.
Yeah, you do have to pick one.
You got to, call him a shitty name and make fun of him, or you got to not mention him at all. Nothing. Well, Otaku he doesn't know if he wants to say who we are or if he wants to just go, just some shitheads.
And, tried to rag on me here and there. So I did, a little response or two to them. And so that's pretty much how it started. That's pretty much how I found out about this Dabble community, this little dabbler podcast community. So
is anyone else unnerved by the white spot on his bottom lip?
It's spit. It's foamy spit.
Okay, is it foamy spit? Or, if I may throw out a theory, a Breva. Cold sore.
I can understand why you'd think that. I think it is foamy spit. I think he needs a glass of water.
Guys in the chat, foamy spit or a Breva. See, on YouTube when you do a show, you got to involve the audience. So there's your question for the Wrestling Otaku Dabbleverse video.
Ooh.
A Breva or foamy spit?
Check this out.
Okay.
I did take some notes here. I think he looks very nice today. Maybe he's been listening. He changed his shirt. He has a nice fresh shirt on. It looks like he got a nice haircut.
Yep.
And his shades are pretty cool.
Yeah, Otaku's
I think
definitely...
he looks fresh today.
I'm telling you, Opie listens to us, and he started changing his approach. Wrestling Otaku, he's starting to freshen up his look after our criticism. I think Otaku is dressing up for you.
I think he looks very nice in this video, and I think he'll really show us he's listening if he changes up the decor in the house.
Yeah, I think you're going to be mad when he starts talking about you after you said these nice things about Otaku.
Well, shoot. You know what?
He does not reciprocate.
I understand.
Yeah.
So basically, this community consists of the channel that I was just talking about. Let's talk about them. Let's just get them out of the way. So I guess it consists of the Steel Toe Morning Show.
Why just get me out of the way? Why am I to be thrown around like yesterday's trash Otaku when I have done nothing but promote Wrestling Otaku? Husey hates your fucking guts. He doesn't even have a sense of humor about you.
Wow, really?
Oh, yeah, Husey can't stand Wrestling Otaku. But he's in that IWC. He does podcasts and stuff, so he's probably been exposed to him enough where he's like, fuck this guy.
I think Otaku's very fun.
See, Otaku, I've done nothing but promote you, and all you do is try to hurt me back. Why?
those guys, of course, Aaron M. Holt is the guy's name.
Said your name right.
The guy who I like to consider Stephen Colbert off Wish. I mean, I don't know if anybody else sees it.
Does Stephen Colbert have a badass fighter goatee? I have badass fighter facial hair. Ninja.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
now I understand.
I think it's a good comparison. I think it's funny. But
that's all that matters, Otaku.
So you got Aaron M. Holt over there, who apparently he had a history in radio. He apparently, before he did whatever it is he's doing now, he was on the radio. He did a radio show or whatever.
I did.
In Minnesota, where he is.
All true.
And he was apparently canned from there, or he left, so he says.
Not so he says.
So he says.
I quit before they could fire me.
You can't fire me, I quit.
Exactly, Otaku. I would like a little respect.
Come on.
Apparently a story behind that, which I found out through, again, my own investigative work.
Hey, look at fucking Woodward and Bernstein over here.
Look at the big brains on Otaku.
Look at him poking around in my history and learning shit.
I'm not going to get into that too much here because that's not really the point of this video, but anyway, so he was in radio before, and now
it might be a Breva
podcasting thing with this.
I'm telling you, that's a Breva. That's
right,
a cold sore.
Because you know what? If it's foamy spit, it goes away eventually. Yeah. Like the foam bubbles will pop or something.
Otaku's got a herp lip, and he's got a little a Breva on there, in my opinion.
You two can share that. You can bond over
I know a Breva. I use a Breva. Otaku, I'm not shitting on you. Herpes is a bitch. It just shows you get pussy, bruh.
He has herpessin in our medical cabinet.
I do have herpessin.
Tone Morning Show, and he's got his own kind of setup. He's got his own show over there. He's got his own set fan base over there, and they give him money, donations, and stuff. And he, obviously they do shows every day, on a weekly basis and stuff like that.
You know what? That sounded nice. That was a very concise explanation of what Steel Toe. Thank you, Otaku.
Kind of complimentary. Says we have a fan base, right?
Yeah, I appreciate it,
he likes
buddy.
You, I think
Otaku might like me. And they basically talk about topical stuff, and then they periodically they'll take shots at other people, and
fair enough.
Generally, people within their own realm, but sometimes they go outside of the realm, and that's, I guess, how they discovered me. And so obviously they discovered me through the requirements video I did back in December. So it is what it is.
Where he told these bitches how to act right.
Isn't that what you want, though? Is you want people to see your videos?
That's the whole point of doing these videos, Otaku, is you want people to see you. And we saw you, and we thought, well, this guy is entertainment.
You know what I thought? I thought that was great fun going over those requirements. And, I learned that I'm out of your league, of course. But you're above mine. You're above me is what I'm saying.
Is that what he said?
I'm below him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Otaku.
So that's pretty much how that got started. But anyway, that's pretty much how I stumbled upon him or came across him, because again, he did those videos on me, so I found out, and so that's pretty much where we are now. So, but anyway, so you got Aaron over there, Aaron M. Holt, with his
here we go,
bad facial hair and his receding hairline.
I knew the other shoe had to drop quickly.
When Kevin says it, it doesn't hurt. He's an angry old man. That's what he does.
Okay.
When Chad says it, I don't care. I'm better than him. He's a retard. When Melton says it, I'm better than him. He's a retard. It doesn't bother me. But when Wrestling Otaku says it, for some reason it hits.
Because you give him some credit. You give him respect.
The people who don't like us, I don't want them to like us. I don't look at them as people. Like, if I had them as fans, I'd be like, they'd be exhausting, like a Chad or a Melton or anyone else. I don't want them to like this show. I want them to not get this show. That's how I know I'm doing the show I want to do. But when an Otaku is throwing bombs at me, it hurts my feelings.
Now, if you were to gaze at Otaku here, very handsome in this video, do you believe
Looking very svelte.
Yes. Do you believe that he's the one who should be talking about hairlines and facial hair?
His hair goes back as far as mine does on the sides.
Yes.
Fucking guy's got it goes back as
and by the way, I'm married to this guy.
And shitty facial hair. At least I
shitting on him.
I keep this shit clean. Look, under here, I'm not neck bearding. I don't like this. I don't like this glass house dwelling motherfucker throwing stones all over the place.
Yes, we are neckbearding over in Otaku land.
What the shit, Otaku, man? This was a fun professional video, and you had to take it to street level, you son of a bitch.
And his bitch tits, apparently, again, other people's words, not mine.
No,
what? No, you regurgitated now.
Those were your words.
You said that.
Bitch tits is not a scientific term. You said that. And I do not have bitch tits anymore.
Actually, they're remarkably tiny.
I don't like all these fat guys who say I have bitch tits. Motherfucker, all you fat guys who talk shit about steel toe, I'm in way better shape than any of you.
Could we be a little more body positive here and steel toe?
No, I am a bully. And I am telling these tards who come after this show, I am in better shape than every single one of you. There is no commentary on the bitch tits allowed from any of you. You're all disgusting and obese and unfuckable. How dare you? I have this, you have nothing.
How do you know what he has?
Not Otaku. This is more to like everybody else.
Oh, okay, that's understandable.
I fuck way better things than you fuck. I am in way better shape than any of you are. How dare you? Look, I understand. I gotta take this shit from let's say if Froggy Fresh wanted to make fun of what terrible shape I'm in, understandable. I gotta hear it from Froggy Fresh. I ain't gotta hear it from the fattest incel-y dorks of the internet.
His
no way.
words, not mine.
Not Otaku, by the way. I'm not talking about it.
Because at
I
this
said
point,
it hurts when it's Otaku. It doesn't hurt when it's
Sure.
the other ones. It hurts when it's
I
him.
just think we need to clarify lest he think we're talking about him.
This is what
which
Corey and I were talking about on the phone call, where
you
he's like,
know.
you were talking about me. And I'm like, I wasn't. I was rambling about
see?
someone else.
This is good. Corey,
Right.
take note. He's learning.
See,
we're
Corey?
clarifying now.
Corey, when I told you I wasn't talking about you, you know I meant it, because I wasn't talking about Otaku here. It just sounded like I was, because I can't stop rambling.
The other guys that neither of us would fuck.
Right.
And I could go into it, I could delve into it more, but again, that's not really just me taking little pop shots here and there.
It's pot shots, not pop shots.
You know, if they're going to do it to me, it can't hurt that I do it to them back.
No, it does hurt, because your words are hurtful. You're better at this than we are. Your insults hit
That's
harsher.
true. This sticks. Most things don't stick with us after we turn the cameras
Right.
off. This does.
We complimented your glasses,
I like your shirt,
complimented your shirt,
your haircut.
complimented your haircut,
I love the glasses.
shit on your neck beard a little, but that was out of self-defense. How dare you? Why can't everybody respond to beef this way? Why is it so much easier for people to go mental and start screaming? Why not just be funny?
I don't know.
I miss Otaku.
So you got him, you got what was the guy's name? Corey Adams, that, Zed Coulter looking dude over there.
Zach Coulter. Dutch Mantel looking motherfucker. It's pretty accurate, actually. If you guys want to call Corey Dutch Mantel from now on, it's pretty spot on. Look, Otaku can be a goof, but he's pretty good with his insults.
I think he's really funny.
There. Of course, you got his woman, his waifu,
I hate that term, by the way. It gets stuck in my head when I listen to this motherfucker. I hate the term waifu.
I've never heard it before. What does that mean?
Oh, it means wife. It's gay. It's gay.
Waifu? Is that the equivalent of hubby, which makes me want to vomit?
I think it is.
Oh.
His waifu is a Briva. Right on the middle of the lip there.
A
I'll wear mine tomorrow in
support?
solidarity of
Okay.
Wrestling Otaku.
Cup April, as I call her. With
You missed that part.
You missed
there.
a couple cups.
Of course, you got his woman, his waifu, A Cup April, as I call her.
He is a few cups off, but
How is it A cup April?
I understand. He does have larger ones than me. He probably knows about cup sizes.
I was squeezing on those bad boys like throw pillows. A cup my aching ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he right? I don't
I'm
think he's right.
just sitting there, just kind of
Just
losing.
because I'm.
I was watching a TV show. I didn't even realize I was doing it. I was kind of feeling some boobies.
You did do that last night.
Yeah,
You
just
start
kinda-
squeezing hard sometimes, and then I got to remind him,
Yeah.
no, they're attached. And
Yeah, like I start squeezing too hard and I start biting my bottom lip, and I was like, oh fuck. That's when it needs to stop.
people always say that just because I dress conservatively, like I'm not one of those
Yeah.
girls that has their tits on full display.
That's how I am with my tits too.
I understand
get
the A cup comment. Go ahead.
With the billboard forehead, whatever have you. people tend to like taking shots at that. The billboard forehead. She doesn't have a forehead. She got a 5 head.
Oh shit! Wrestling Otaku with the 5-head joke.
Look how cute he is with it, though.
See, though, this guy's-
is the only fun way to be.
Right. Wrestling Otaku is a better broadcaster
Yes.
than both Meltdown Melton and Chad Zumock. He's better than both of them combined. He's more
absolutely.
entertaining.
This feels jovial versus angry and bitter.
Yeah, why don't guys?
know.
Why guys? You guys need to watch Otaku and learn a lesson.
Look at this cute little fucking smile. Like I don't want to just
Yeah, he's
pinch his
having
cheeks.
a great time.
I just had deja vu. Have we done this before?
I'll bet when she has dreams, she doesn't have dreams. She has movies. Movie reference there, by the way. That's a movie quote.
Yeah, man, fucking her.
Look how
Herp is roasting the shit out of you right now.
See, no, that was original. Another thing that separates Otaku from the other incels is that the incels are unoriginal, and this guy's got fucking jokes.
Yeah, he's got jokes.
I've never heard that one before.
Direct quote from a movie. All about the Benjamins. It was funny as hell.
All right, so that's his comment. I got another. I got another timestamp here. At the 16-minute mark. So guys, he doesn't get to the point of this video.
God, he's so cute in this one. I love it.
But it's 26 minutes long, and now we're going to the 16-minute mark. He still has not started commenting on this community yet.
Okay.
He's still kind of on steel toe.
Wars and shit like that. And it's like, Jesus Christ. But anyway, and I honestly, and thinking before I move on, I honestly see a lot of similarities, or some similarities, between SmartBusters and the Steel Toe Morning Show guys. And
I don't know who SmartBusters are, but what he's about to say here does not sound complimentary.
Okay.
Can you imagine? Think about this for a second. Can you imagine if the SmartBusters and the Steel Toe, this Aaron guy from Steel Toe Morning Show? Can you imagine if they had a dialogue? Can you imagine the two of them going at it? Can you imagine those two mouths? Can you imagine those two channels? Those two,
See, this felt like I was being set up for a compliment when I first heard this.
Well, now we need to know who SmartBusters
Now I got to go find SmartBusters, but it sounds like he's setting up for a compliment, and then he cuts our dick off right at the end.
Figures going at it. Can you imagine that? Them having a dialogue, them having like a conflict or whatever on a stream or whatever, or having a back and forth. Holy shit, that is coma-inducing. Nobody wins that exchange.
You're right. It does hit different from him.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. That's really nice of you.
Maybe we need to change to an ASMR channel.
God damn, Otaku. I never questioned what I did for a living throughout all of it until now.
Not Steel Toe, not SmartBusters, not the people listening, because that is coma-inducing content right there. Jesus Christ, with those two loud mouths.
It's not that funny, Otaku.
Wait,
stop laughing.
How is it coma-inducing if you're loudmouths?
Yeah, if I'm loud, you think people wouldn't be in a coma.
Right.
Holy shit. But anyway, yeah, just a little something for you to digest right there. But anyway.
You would know about digesting.
But anyway, so you got them, and you got all these other figures. You got all these names thrown around like ML, was it MLC, Misery Loves Comedy.
He got my name right. Fuck you, Kevin. Otaku knows me. He don't know you.
Otaku's clearly spent some time with the Steel Toe before.
That's right. Otaku knows Steel Toe.
And Compound Media. And
there you go.
All these other, again, names and figures. And
that's going to make Kevin mad that he knew Compound Media and didn't know what MLC stood for. Oh, boy. Because as obsessed as Kevin is with our show, he really fucking hates Compound.
Right.
Like, that's number one for him.
Groups thrown around. And it gets really hard to keep up with all this stuff. Because, again, this is a realm that I do not know. This is a world that I am not familiar with, so you'll have to forgive me if I don't know every little facet of this realm.
No, that's good. That's a good thing, Otaku.
Stay pure.
Yes, stay a good boy. Don't
we like you this way.
Don't get into the dirt and dross of this shit.
Outside of stuff that I've heard and stuff that I investigated myself, that I looked into myself.
It's an investigator.
But so you got those guys, whatever have you, and then you got
11 minutes of Steel Toe coverage, and then he goes, ML, whatever the fuck, who cares? Anyway, moving on.
And then there's this other figure that I guess I should bring up here. There's this other figure whose name keeps popping up, whose name I keep hearing, who's apparently the focal point of this community, I guess for better or for worse, I guess you could say, depending on who you ask. There's this Chad Zumock guy.
Wait until you see... Otaku did not spend much time with this community, but boy, does he fucking nail it here.
Okay, I'm ready.
Well, apparently he was like a comedian. He's like, a figure within this community, a figure, he used to do stuff with various different people. He's a part of this MLC. He's a part of this whole stuff back and forth. He had a back and forth with Steel Toe. I saw the videos between them. Well, more so it was Steel Toe going at this guy.
So Otaku's saying that feud was kind of one-sided. It was kind of Steel Toe kicking the shit out of Chad. Otaku nailed it.
Okay.
And then he basically retaliates. And so this Chad Zumock guy, he comes off as like a dude who's just like he's just there. Like he's
he's an NPC.
He's kind of an NPC, kind of a crazy fuckhead.
Oh.
He tries to basically he he puts himself on a pedestal pretty much, where he's like this big guy and this big figure. Anyway, I've seen plenty of guys like this. And he basically
dime a dozen.
He goes on these he goes on these streams and these videos and stuff like that and acts like he's a big deal. And then if somebody does something he doesn't like or whatever, or he has a conflict with somebody, he tends to go off on them. He comes off as very unhinged.
Lashes out, some would say, yeah. Woo!
Otaku didn't need much time to figure out Chad,
God,
did he?
This guy's just to the point.
I love Otaku.
This is an unbiased opinion, by the way, because he's not part of this universe.
Right, this guy's shitting on all over us.
This guy's observing.
And I believe that he's nailed it.
Yep.
That's the word that I keep hearing thrown around when it comes to this guy, unhinged, where he's just like, he has a temper, he has an attitude, and apparently he's a drunk too. Don't
ask him about oil cans. It's not a good sore topic.
Don't.
And he had a lot of problems outside of, in his life or whatever, which again, I'm not not deep delving that far.
And so he knows about the restraining
That's a great part about Chad is like, he didn't look deep into this and he's already like, yeah, this guy's a drunk and a fuck up.
Just got to scratch the surface a little bit.
I have a shitty hairline and I have a shitty goatee.
I watch movies in my sleep.
And you watch movies in your sleep.
That's a very funny line.
That's as deep as it goes with us. The content, good show. Chad, unhinged, drunk, kind of an NPC.
Problems with women.
Yeah.
But when I look at this Chad Zumock guy, honestly, what I see, and I don't know if anybody else sees this. When I see this guy, I don't know, why does this guy remind me of Alex Rodriguez? Like, seriously, why does a guy look like A-Rod if he was fat and unemployed for 20 years?
Oh my God! I love Otaku. He looks like A-Rod if he was fat and unemployed for 20 years.
So it probably started sounding like a compliment, but it couldn't end that way.
Otaku, you are the man. He can say whatever he wants about this
I
show.
know.
He's great.
Talk about my billboard forehead all day long.
Again, I don't know if anybody else sees it. I don't know if anybody else sees that comparison, but I swear to God, when I look at this dude, when I saw this dude on camera in a video that he was doing without the sunglasses, because he wears like shades a lot of times in his videos, which sometimes I do, but
he was about to shit on him for that until he realized that he was wearing sunglasses.
I get it.
Him without the sunglasses, when I first saw his actual face, I swear to God, why does he resemble A-Rod to me? Why does he resemble Alex Rodriguez if he was like overweight and he was never, if Alex Rodriguez was never a star in the NBA, in Major League Baseball, if Alex Rodriguez was never a name and he just got fat and drunk and unemployed and
he's the man.
I don't even want to talk about Chad ever again. I just want to broadcast Otaku. I
just want to play Otaku talking about it. That's it.
That
man.
is it.
He's just unemployed for all the for all the time that he for 20 years, like I said, like a fat unemployed Alex Rodriguez. Like,
that's say it again. 4 times.
Yeah, say it.
I just see that. It's for whatever reason. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw his face. Oh man, sometimes I just get those comparisons. A lot of the comparisons I pull are going to be from wrestling or sports. So you'll have
Hey, you're not hearing us complaining.
No, this is fine.
Forgive me for that. So. But yeah, so that's that Chad Zumock guy. Again, this isn't really a dig per se. I'm not.
You just called him a fat, drunk, unemployed, unfamous Alex Rodriguez.
Has been.
And a has been. He used to be a comedian.
A dime a dozen.
He's unhinged. I'm not shitting on the guy. He just doesn't want his house doxxed. That's all.
Not attacking anybody. This is, again,
he doesn't
from
want
my
his wife shit
perspective,
on.
from a third person, from a outsider's perspective. This is me viewing this community. This is me talking about these people from this community. This isn't a dig or an attack at anybody specifically. It's not a diss. Except for the steel toe. That's definitely a diss.
I feel like ours is the least offensive one.
Yeah, I mean, if that's you shitting on us, I mean, that's fair.
I can take it.
Because they did to me. But, a friendly diss. Not, oh my God, I'm going to burn you down diss.
Did you hear that?
Chad,
I want that fucking clipped. I want it on the sound drop board here.
Chad, Kevin, Meltdown, all you guys, grow the fuck up. You see this guy wrestling atop. You look at this thing.
This guy gets it.
This thing is owning the shit out of you right now in how to behave when it comes to doing shows. Well, then again, they don't do shows, so maybe that's why they don't understand.
He's acknowledging that it was a friendly diss with a smile on his face.
All we ever do when we make fun of people is we watch your content, we evaluate it, we shit on it. That's it. Doesn't have to go any deeper than that.
Otaku gets it.
Otaku gets it.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so you got him, and you got leagues of other people I could talk about. You know, you got names thrown out there. It's hard to memorize all this now. It's hard to memorize all these names because
could you, if you're gonna make a video about it, could you maybe write some things down?
No. He remembered the important ones.
That's true. He did.
So many people. There's some names I keep hearing over and over again, like Stuttering John and Brandon. Was it Brandon or Brandon Shaw or whatever the hell's name is? Or
it's refreshing to hear people not know who these people are.
Some guy named Potato. What the fuck?
A potato.
Who the fuck calls themselves a fucking potato? Like,
he's Cardiff. Cardiff is everywhere too.
You made it.
some guy who apparently calls himself a potato. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Again,
everybody's a buzz about the toe guy.
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know, man. There's just so many names to keep track of, and then there's another name I guess I'll just kind of pull up here just for context.
Just for context.
Just for reference.
Just for reference.
So then you got guys, you got just weirdo spastic retards like Patrick Melton.
Did you watch this before today?
I didn't see this part.
I want that drop
roll.
too.
Spastic retard. I mean, he's kind of got it.
I don't think anyone needs to speak for the Dabbleverse ever again but this guy.
This is the perfect Dabbleverse video. And by the way,
if somebody needs like a summation of the Dabbleverse, go to this video.
And by the way, if you ever check out anything he does, oh boy, if you ever think, I've heard like a few people say, what are you trying to do, Red Bar? You want to see a fucking Red Bar impressionist? Holy shit, if that's not a direct ripoff, that should be legally actionable. Fuck.
Who's apparently responsible, who's apparently behind this this Nobody Likes Onions channel, this podcast that I guess he does. And this guy, he's another guy who's just all about it, like he's all about it, like he's this big deal from, apparently he's been a podcaster for years. And he acts like he's all about it. And the only reason I know about this guy is because he's been basically going at the steel toe guys.
The only reason you know about anybody is because of steel toe.
You know why? Without steel toe.
Everybody's a buzz about the toe guy.
The only thing you got is steel toe.
Check that out.
We'll make you a living.
Otaku acknowledges, oh yeah, I think this guy's been doing this for years, but the only reason I've ever heard of him is because of steel toe.
Ooh, that's gotta burn just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's gotta hurt.
Stings.
For weeks now. And he referenced me one time, like he actually had my name in the title of this video when he was talking about the steel toe guys, when he was documenting all the steel toe stuff. And I don't really have ordinarily I wouldn't have an issue with this guy. I really don't have an issue with this guy, outside of the fact that he seems to think that I'm mentally handicapped. Like, he was literally doing a response. He was literally watching a video where the steel toe guys, Aaron, aka Steven, and the Zeb Coulter guy were doing a reaction to one of my videos. And he was in there. He was basically saying, "Oh, this mentally." He basically referenced me. He basically referred to me as mentally handicapped, some mentally handicapped guy.
What a piece of shit!
Myself, that again,
that's a really shitty thing to say.
I mean, I don't think we have to prove that we're funnier than him, but at the same time, the fact that that's what he thought was good when this guy. Clearly not.
That's what happens to people like Melton, though. You have to go for foreheads, and you have to go to appearances.
It's so hack. It's just a
handicapped.
hacky.
You're not funny.
Hacky, lazy, uninspired drivel shit.
Go. Dude, you don't fucking know me. Seriously, that's what you think.
Otaku could kick the shit out of him, by the way.
You can just sit on him.
First opinion. That is the first thing that pops into your mind. Oh, mentally handicapped. Which I am far from that. And I even let him know that in the comments of that video.
He's pretty sharp, actually.
And, you could go to that video. I forget which one it was. But yeah, so this guy, he's, I guess he acts like he's all about it. When I look at this guy, I see basically Kevin Owens. This guy looks like what would happen if Kevin Owens and, say, Scott D'Amore had a love child.
Ooh, those are two fat, overweight wrestlers.
Oof. There you go. But anyway, so to this Patrick Melton guy... Again, he's doing what he's doing. It is what it is. He's doing his thing. It's just, don't sit here and make assumptions about people that you don't know. You claim you don't know me. Well, don't make assumptions about what I am. It's as simple as that. So yeah, that's the only reason I took a dig at you. That's the only reason I took a dig at him, because he seems to think I'm mentally handicapped when I'm not. So
retard,
so just want to correct you on that, Mr. Nobody Loves Onions, Mr. Kevin Owens, and Mr. Kevin Owens. And I forgot to do
Scott D'Amore.
Mr. Kevin Owens, Scott D'Amore, love child. So there you go. That's pretty much all I got to say in regards to him. But anyway, so
no friendly back and forth with that one.
Steel Toe got the first 16 minutes of this video, and then it was just kind of everybody got 2 minutes. I like Otaku.
And listening to his videos, listening to some of his videos, like when he talks, like when he's breaking down, like when he's reacting to somebody, breaking down somebody, and some of the things, some of the dialogue he has, and this dude has the audacity to call me retarded.
He does talk like an idiot. Like he's got that really awful fake radio voice. It's terrible.
Yes, he does.
Like if you talk to me off the air, I talk like an idiot, like this.
This is your voice.
This is my voice. I don't talk like this, where I elongate words like I'm fucking Dr. Cox. It's
You're
awful.
not puking when you talk?
No, I'm not a puke talker.
Get out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, man. Get out of here with your goofy ass. But anyway, so...
I love it. When a wrestling otaku is being dismissive of you, you're a fuck up.
This is my hero, honestly, on YouTube now.
We got to get this son of a bitch on the show.
You've had contact with him. Talk to him.
I'm going to contact him again.
I like this guy.
Again, there's just a whole... pretty much a community of other people that I could delve into, but I'm really not going to. But that's pretty much the gist of it, you know. Those are all the names that I want to kind of bring up here. So that is the podcasting community, more or less, in a nutshell, I guess.
I think he's got his priorities right. Steel Toe's definitely on top of that mountain, and then the rest of them are just kind of making a living off of Steel Toe. So you know what? I agree with Otaku.
I think he was fair.
Wow, people were really liking that. They're like, yeah, laughing my ass off. There's a drop. There's a drop.
I know, everywhere.
Otaku is a W factory. Otaku is gold.
Everything he says, it's awesome.
Oh, man, is he I love this guy. Yeah, Matthew Jenkins says, Otaku just hands L's to everyone.
I know. He's just better at it.
Stay gold, Otaku. Yeah, everybody is 100% pro Otaku in this whole thing.
I saw Some Kind Soul. April doesn't have a 5 head.
That's very nice of you.
That was very kind of you.